A friend of yours is weeping uncontrollably after hearing her boyfriend broke up with her. Would you understand why she's so upset? And would you know what to say or do to help? "Get over it, Sarah," is probably not what she wants to hear. But if you do know what to say, it might mean you score quite well on an emotional intelligence test. But it's a bit of a weird kind of intelligence, isn't it? Testing someone's IQ by providing math questions makes sense. But how do you test emotional intelligence? Emotions are quite open to interpretation, aren't they? Well, yeah, absolutely. Emotional intelligence, also known as EQ for emotional quotient, is quite a recent term. In fact, it only became popular about 2 decades ago in 1995. Emotional intelligence is the capability of individuals to control and recognize their own emotions and emotions of other people, and use this information to guide future behavior and adapt to environments. Emotional intelligence has also become a more crucial metric in selecting the most efficient leaders, decide job performance as well as mental health. Leaders who score high on emotional intelligence show clearly better results compared to those who scored lower. But how exactly is emotional intelligence calculated? Since it's a fairly new concept, there's a huge debate on whether or not the testing methods are optimal or even valid. Such tests, for example, ask you to specify a color to a certain feeling. Would the color purple associated to sadness be considered wrong? Or is it wrong when associated with happiness? This is such a subjective metric that you can't decide on one answer. If purple makes you think of the purple doll you lost when you were younger, you might consider it a sad color. And if purple reminds you of the color that the lotto ticket had that won you $2 million, it might be quite a happy color for you. Another problem is that when you're making an emotional intelligence test, it's quite obvious what the correct answer would be after checking the options. So the best way to test is not knowing what the test is for. That being said, if you do want to make a quick test to see how you'd score, there's a link in the video description. It's not the most valid test, but it's fun for a quick check. And don't forget to answer truthfully, yeah? That's it, I hope you learned something today. Thanks for watching and see ya!